Coming to you live from the Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival. It's your boy Emilio Sparks. I got the pleasure and honor of talking to my man Sway right now. Sway, what's good?
What's up, Emilio? Good to see you come a long way, man. From back in the day to now. I know you used to listen to the Wake Up Show, wakeupshow.com. And I'm glad that we were served as some sort of inspiration for what you're doing now. This is Rich Nice right here, producer extraordinaire. Work with everybody from Ludacris to 50 Cent to Will Smith to Mariah Carey to Nas. He's going to hang out with me. We out here for Mickey Facts right now. Mickey Facts is one of the next artists to spearhead this new movement that's taking place in hip-hop. So we down out here to watch Mickey Facts and support the hip-hop festival here in Brooklyn. I want to encourage everybody that's watching. I'm going to take over your show. You know what I do, right?
We know how we do.
Okay. Now Tech and I built a new community for independent artists that's trying to break through the non-conventional means called yoursession.com. URSESSION.com. I want to encourage anybody who's watching who loves music, want to discover new music, independent artists as well as artists, to go build a profile the same way you would in other internet networks. Go to wakeupshow.com if you're an artist, you're trying to break. We got 22 producers from Ninth Wonder to Jay Dilla to Pete Rock, DJ Qbert, Jake One, who've all submitted beats for people to download for free, create your own music, upload it, enter contest, and the winner gets money. We fly them to L.A. to be on the Wake Up Show. Go to wakeupshow.com. What's your question?
See, actually, you answered a whole bunch in a nutshell, actually. No bullshit. But I want to know, what do you think of the current state of hip-hop? Because I think it's oversaturated and it's cookie-cut, and a lot of individuals do sound the same. So with a website that you're launching, I would like your input on this, too. So like a website that you're launching, I think is very good for young up-and-comers who don't have the means to get up and do what they have to do, can actually come up and do something in hip-hop and actually have a say and have an opinion. In your words, because you are like my idea of what hip-hop is, what is your ideas of hip-hop right now?
I appreciate that in the most humble way. I'm just one fan of hip-hop culture that's, been able to navigate through it and create a livelihood for myself. I think the current state is not much different from what it always was. I mean, in every era of hip-hop, you've always had music you liked and music you hated. There's always been groups that were dope and groups that you didn't think were dope. And it's just, I think the cycle continues. The difference is the business has intervened, the industry has intervened, and it's become more manufactured and more accessible. Therefore, there's more saturation. But I think, and even in that process, whether you commercial or not, there's always great music out there. It just needs to be discovered, which is why we created yoursession.com. Is, you can't fight progress. In fact, you got to figure it out and learn how to live with it and learn how to work with it and live beyond it. And otherwise, you become a fossil. Yes, there's a lot of record companies that market groups that aren't as talented or successful as some of the ones here today that may not have those mainstream budgets. But nevertheless, there are still groups here today that are performing. And to me, this is hip-hop. What we watch in mainstream media and on those platforms is not necessarily what I prescribe to, but as long as there will always be an underground, there will always be a place for real good music to exist, as long as there are people who want it. And so, sure, it's saturated. Sure, the industry has diluted the rap game, but the culture in itself isn't defined by just rap. You got Rocksteady, the original Rocksteady crew celebrating their 25th anniversary, July 24th through 27th here in New York City. You got guys like 88 Keys right here, who 2 years ago had a backpack on and a hoodie on. Look at him suited and booted. Because of 88, because of the success he's had as a producer. You know what I mean? Look at it. He's a very successful man. We watched him. Everybody watched his rise and know where he comes from, which is why you appreciate what he's doing. And whether he's wearing a suit or tie or a hoodie and bearded out, he's 88 Keys. And as long as he exists, hip-hop, it exists. So regardless of how saturated or diluted it is, as long as there's Rich Nices, as long as it's Daniels, as long as myself, 88 Keys, it doesn't even, they can't stop it. I don't care if the wackest rapper becomes the biggest rapper, there's always going to be this that's going to exist, because this was there before hip-hop became mainstream and so profitable. And I'm not mad at it becoming profitable, because if it hadn't, I'm not sure how I would have been able to survive, what my livelihood would have been. I'm not sure what I would have done. So in a lot of ways, it enabled somebody like him or Rich Nice to be able to hone in on their craft and be creative And also, as we grown into men and got married and had children, we have a livelihood to stand on. So I'm not mad at it. I just think the more saturated it gets, it's just more challenging for you to become more creative and find a way that you remain relevant. I've been in the game for a long time, okay? And still, Tech and I maintain a certain relevance. I think we stay true to who we are. And because of that, it's been appreciated from era to era to era.
Sway, I want to thank you for giving me a good couple minutes to pick your brain, man.
Man, you the next, dog. Okay?
Thank you very much.
And as you rise, you stay the person you are. And remember that foundation that built you, you'll be fine 15 years from now.
Thank you, man.
Okay?
Bless you.
All right. Yoursession.com, wakeupshow.com.